Død Snø. This movie, zombie Nazis. That's right, we finally come to this, guys. Zombie Nazis. Now, I could have reviewed J.J. Abrams' produced Overlord, which is another zombie Nazi movie, but I decided one zombie Nazi movie is enough. I could have went with Død Snø 2, which people tend to prefer over Død Snø 1, but unfortunately I've never seen Død Snø 1, so I didn't want to skip right to 2. And besides, most people have never even heard of this series, so might as well go with Død Snø 1. And that's what I'll be reviewing right now. So the movie is your average run-of-the-mill cabin in the woods movie, but the twist is, instead of it being a demonic presence, it's actually fucking zombie Nazis. So this group of teenagers or young adults, they go to a cabin in the woods, gets terrorized by a group of zombie Nazis. This movie really pays homage to stuff like that I've reviewed, actually. There's a part where the character actually has a Brain Dead t-shirt, and they also reference Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 quite often. You can tell the movie is actually influenced by these movies. They don't just name drop them, and you can get that vibe from it. So if you like stuff like Evil Dead 2 and Brain Dead, your campy, fun horror movies, this would be right up your alley. There's a death that I really enjoyed in this movie. So the first striking death, guy goes to take a shit in the back house. All of a sudden, hot girl starts having sex with him. Why doesn't this shit happen to me? Tell me. Why does this only happen in movies? Only thing that happens when I take a shit is probably diarrhea. Oh my god, why did I say that? No, what kind of unappealing place to have sex than a back house in a cabin in the woods? I don't get grossed out at gore in movies, but I get grossed out at shit scenes, anything involving poop. Human Centipede 2 especially rubs me the wrong way. I need to stop referencing that movie. This is the second time in this series I say Human Centipede 2. But anything involving poop is very nasty to me. And the zombie, what happens is it grabs the girl and poofs her through the toilet, lands in a pile of shit, and starts running away with the shit dripping off of her face. Terrifying to me. I would hate to be covered with poop in life. That's like my biggest nightmare. I'd be an awful nurse. And later, the character who the girl has sex with, when he dies, that's your first like over-the-top gore scene. The zombie just grabs him from the face and splits him in half, cracks him open like a fucking egg. That's when the movie becomes a little more campy. The beginning of this movie is more like your isolated cabin in the woods. It was giving me a lot of the original Night of the Living Dead vibes, actually, where these guys are just staying in one place and they're not moving and they want to barricade themselves as good as possible. And then halfway through the movie, that's when it becomes your campy fun. And once it becomes that revenge film, that's when the movie is really at its best. That said, it takes a while for this movie to pick up. This movie is about zombie Nazis. It's a very over-the-top premise. And I don't feel this movie embraces how over-the-top their premise is. They don't embrace it early enough in this movie. They start off and it just really feels like what Cabin in the Woods was parodying. You have your stereotypical characters. You have your jocks, and you have the slut character, and you have your stoner. It's like you have these fucking generic characters, and it felt like what Cabin in the Woods was parodying. And that's what kind of is carrying the first half of this movie. So the first half of this movie I just thought was a little boring. Once it kicks in, that's when it becomes fun. In my case, it was just a little too late. I wish they would have done it earlier. One character in particular that bothered me is the one with the brain dead t-shirt who's a movie fan. I don't really like pop culture references in film. I think they're always a little cringy. Tarantino does it well. He's the exception to the rule. Or even a Guy Ritchie, I think he's an exception to the rule. But for every Guy Ritchie and Tarantino, you get like 20 that fall on their face. No one talks the way the character who spits out the pop culture information talks in this movie. He'll be like, well, actually, Evil Dead 2 was not a sequel, it was a remake of Evil Dead 1. Like, I'm a movie buff. I have friends who aren't quite movie buffs. I don't really talk like that with them. Maybe I do. Actually, I fucking do. What am I saying? But I don't know. It just doesn't work in movies. I always think it's... Especially in hipster movies, where they, like, start name-dropping bands like The Smith. That's when pop culture references really get under my skin. It's like, oof, this hipster douchebag writer just wanted to put his favorite band in the movie. And sometimes the movie kind of feels like that. It's like, oh, this hipster just wants to throw in a brain dead reference. I think I could have done without it. The movie does pay homage to these other movies, clever enough that you don't need a fucking character spitting out Evil Dead facts. Overall, if you want a zombie movie, a zombie Nazi movie, my bad. If you want a zombie Nazi movie, should you watch this or should you watch Overlord? I haven't seen Død Snø 2. I hear that's better. I hear like that movie is more of the campy fun of the second half of the film versus the slow first half of the film. So let's take Død Snø 2 out of the equation. I think Overlord is actually a better movie. And I get people are a little fed up of J.J. Abrams, and mostly because of what he did with Star Wars. However, I think it was just a more solid movie. Here it's like a curse kind of thing. It's a curse that brings these zombies back to life. In Overlord, it's actually scientific testing that brings soldiers back to life. And I think that's a cooler premise for a zombie Nazi movie than just a curse. However, the gore in this is a little funner than in Overlord. But I think overall I preferred the movie Overlord. I'm not going to review Overlord in this series, like I said before. But if I had to recommend one of the two movies, go with Overlord. I think you can do without Død Snø. Which is unfortunate because what it does in the second half of the movie, and once it becomes like a revenge movie, or like it feels like The Revenant in the second half of the movie a bit. Once it was doing that shit, it was fun. It's just, it was too little too late. It was like, I'd say an hour in the movie. I started getting invested. So, unfortunately, Død Snø, I would still give it a favorable review, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, just watch Overlord.
It's always good to the zombie beach.